Oh, hey there. I didn't know you were there. But since you are there, just hold on, stick around for a minute, because I got a book that I really want to talk about. So let's jump into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Supreme Book Dealer. And today I am excited to dive into a book that has been highly anticipated by many readers. We're gonna talk about Aristotle and Dante, Dive into the Waters of the World by Benjamin Alire Sáenz. I'm not sure if I said that name right, but I hope I did. Anyway, if you're a fan of the prequel, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, or you just love beautifully written coming-of-age stories, then this review is for you. But before we jump into the nitty-gritty, let me give you a brief synopsis. Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World is the sequel to the beloved novel Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. By the way, is a book that I absolutely loved reading. Let me know if you want me to review that book as well. I know it's weird reviewing a sequel before I review the first one, but I just finished reading it, so I figured that let's just jump into it. Anyway, this book picks up the story of our main characters, Aristotle and Dante, as they face the challenges and changes of young adulthood. This navigating love, friendship, family, and their personal identities. So with that being said, let's jump into the review. So one thing that makes this book so special, at least to me, is the incredible character development. So the author has a unique talent for creating characters that feel real and that continues in the sequel. So Aristotle and Dante have grown since we last saw them, and their development is authentic and relatable, and you can't help but get emotionally invested in their journey. And this is true for not just Aristotle and not just Dante, even more minor characters like Dante's mom or Aristotle's dad. We see them fully fleshed out and more developed, and it feels so organic. You can't just help but want to continue to read about it. So another thing I love are the themes that are explored in this book, because I feel like they're both timely and I think they're both timeless. And we have themes such as love, identity, and the complexities of human relationships are central in this writing. And the writing style is poetic and lyrical, and it makes it a joy to read. The prose, it's rich and emotionally charged, and it's easy to get lost in the beauty of the author's words. You know, I got lost. Sometimes I would be reading this for an hour and it just passed because of how like engulfed in the story I was. And most of that is due to the writing style. So another standout aspect of this book is the portrayal of relationships, right? So you have Aristotle and Dante's relationship, of course, is at the heart of this story. And it's a beautifully rendered exploration of love in its many forms. But the book also touches on important topics like diversity, like family dynamics, and like self-discovery. And it's a story that resonates with a wide range of readers. And one thing to add on to that, when we talk about relationships, there's a part in this book where, and I don't mean to ruin it, but I'm not gonna give too much details. There's a part where Aristotle visits his brother in prison. It's just a crazy scene. And I still think about that even after reading, but it is such a crazy scene. And that just goes to show you the care that is taken when relationships are at the forefront of this novel. All right, so I talked a lot about things that I like about the book, but what is my overall impression of Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World? It's a stunning and heartfelt sequel, and it does not disappoint. It captures the essence of growing up and discovering who you are, and the author's writing continues to shine, and I couldn't be happier with how the story concludes. Do I think it's better than Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe? I don't. But do I think that it is a great sequel that builds onto the story of Aristotle and of Dante? That I do. So before we wrap things up, I have to say that this book is a must read, especially if you love the first one. It is a story that lingers in your heart long after you finished it. I highly recommend Aristotle and Dante dive into the waters of the world. To anyone who enjoys coming of age novels and just beautifully crafted storytelling, yeah, it's just such an amazing journey and experience reading this book. So with that being said, that's my review. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. Do I have anything negative to say? Not really. Sometimes I would say the dialogue is a little repetitive, but I think I don't really have anything other than that to say. The relationship building is great. The characters are fully fleshed out and you get attached to them, and that's pretty much it. So with that being said, thank you for joining me in this review of Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World. If you've read this book, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't read it, I hope that you pick it up. I hope that you pick this book up and read it. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay updated on more book reviews and literary discussions here on Supreme Book Dealer. With that being said, stay well, keep reading, and peace.